What goes on, guys? We're back here again with yet another review, and today we're taking a quick look at some brand new Marvel Legends. We're taking a look at the Nemesis Build-A-Figure Waves X-Men series, Husk and Marrow. Yeah, not two characters that I thought I was asking for, and it's probably the first all-female Marvel Legend video that I'm doing. These are the only two new heroes in the line, and for those who don't know, I only collect Marvel heroes. I know, everybody's probably like, that's so lame. Well, Hasbro isn't good enough to warrant getting everybody, and I'm not going back and buying all the villains that I already didn't. So, yeah. These are two new characters. Was not familiar with Husk, and I probably got Marrow for the same reason that most people do. I know from the Capcom games, damn. Not that I played them a lot, but that's where I was introduced to the character. And they just make for fun X-Men figures. So with that being said, without further ado, let's go ahead and open these X-Ladies up. So getting these X-Women out of the packaging. Alright, let's start off with the bad. Well, not bad, but they're both kind of bad. Let's start off with the one that I like least, with Husk. Now, Husk, I think, was one of those cool characters. I mean, I don't know much about her. All I really knew was that she existed and a gist of her power. And I always just kind of put her in the back of my brain because I didn't think she would ever be a character that we'd get an action figure of, because her powers don't really convey themselves well in action figure form. But I think what Hasbro did here is actually pretty creative. So taking a look at the base figure here, I really like the head sculpt. I think it looks great. Get some nice paint work on there. I mean, the zipper really doesn't make sense that it just ends there, but whatever. This is, what's her name? Monroe's body. Mostly, except the upper chest. I believe that's a different sculpt, but looks good. We've seen it before. I like that this time they painted the gold under the boots. I mean, it's not perfect to match, but it's definitely better than a bright red. It's fine. It's just your basic Marvel Legends female sculpt with a really nice head, but that's kind of typical for Hasbro these days. Really nothing crazy. I think there's a new belt on her too. It's all right. Where she shines is definitely her accessories. So she comes with the 2 fist hands, and she comes with 2 gripping hands, and she comes with an alternate head, which I think most people are going to use. Get to see here. If I can pop it on. You get her ripping the skin off, which, to reveal her underbody, whatever. And you get that little piece of skin here. So the way that I like to do it is kind of take this piece and put it like this, and then meld those 2 little like pointy parts. Kind of get them nudged in between the fingers there. Kind of like that, and that'll have her hold it. And then when you plug that in, it's meant to like emulate, like, that's the eye hole. She's ripping off her skin, and there's the head sculpt. I think it looks great. I think I would have preferred this head to be silver, though, to be completely honest with you. I don't know, maybe that's just me, or maybe definitely this one be all silver. I don't know, but yeah, they do. Both heads have a nice wash and dry brush on them. You can't really see that on camera, but yeah, it looks pretty good. The head's not really going to get a lot of articulation at all. Rotate. Shoulders go up and down, and they'll rotate. Bicep swivel. Double jointed pinless elbows, even though, we couldn't get that for years. Wrist swivel and hinge. The lame diaphragm joint. People complain about McFarlane. Look at this nonsense. How are we defending Hasbro and complaining about McFarlane? I'm not saying McFarlane figures are great, but damn, man. You get a little bit of pivot there, rotate and arc back. But, like, how are we complaining about McFarlane? This is worse than a McFarlane figure. At least McFarlane has the joint down there. I just don't get it. But these are pinless, whatever. Hips go up. They're good. Nice looking legs. Really skinny, but whatever. Down, up, and pivot over the boot. So, not bad. Just very, very, very mediocre. I mean, the head sculpts are definitely the highlight of this. But, I mean, it's just not a fun figure. I mean, I guess she's like a character that you really just want to complete teams in things. And I'm just going to throw her with my X-Men. But, yeah, not the most fun figure in the world. And unfortunately, Marrow is not much better. Even though I was like really hoping for her to be. Well, let's just get into it. So the head sculpt I don't love, I don't hate. I think it looks good for what it is. Nice short hair, looks fine. You get a new torso, an upper torso for her. I like this piece. It looks nice. I like her belly out. That's a nice piece. You get to see a little bit of scuffage on there and on the back. And then a little blue on the back of the tricep here. It's weird. So then we get the bones here, and I think they look all right. I mean, they tried to put this like paint on here. It doesn't really give the effect of bone. We'll check more when we see our weapons. I don't know if I love that. I think a wash would have done better. Like how they painted the Ghost Rider skulls. You can see it on the knees too. She gets new knees and that, but it's just like half-assed. It's so half-assed. Nothing's painted on the back with those bones. I do like that they painted that little part of her spine. I mean, that's nice. I'd be pretty pissed if they didn't. And, you know, you get the blues and the greens, but like this little like tan spray does not convey bone in my head. And I've done necropsies on a lot of animals. Okay, and I have a lot of skulls in my room. So yeah. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look good. You get to see don't call the police or anything either. I kind of realized saying I have a lot of skulls is probably a bad idea. I work with animals, so I sometimes get their skulls. Yeah. But here's a flat hand and a fisted hand. Why we didn't get a full set of the fist hands, I don't know. I don't know what this chopping hand is for. It's really stupid. But I'm going to leave her with the gripping hands anyway to hold her weapons. And you can see what I'm talking about here about that dry bone thing. It looks more like bread. Like, I don't know if that's just me, but it looks like bread. And they only painted one side. Why? Like, that's so dumb. Why would you only paint one side? So now, if you want this on her, you have to, like, swap them each time. It's just stupid. It is stupid. That is lazy shit. And on top of all of that, they're loose in her hands. Like, it's loose. Why? I don't know. I think the hands could have been a little tighter, to be honest, but that just irks me. It's not that big a deal, but it's like just lazy shit. When you're like, I know this is a more expensive figure, but not by that much. Okay, it's not like this was $100. This is 25. This is 45. So it's not even. It's a little less than double what this is. Don't get me wrong, but the amount of stuff and effort that they put into it, you can tell that this company likes action figures. You can tell that this company is trying to pump them out as quickly and as cheaply as possible. And that's just, I'm just stand on business. And I don't want to hear the fucking licensing excuse. Such bullshit. Such bullshit. Whatever. Let's take a look at the articulation, because they lied to you in those promotional shots. The head goes up and down, pivot side to side, rotate. Terrible. Why are we not doing double ball pegs here? It's just stupid. Shoulder goes up and down. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. I'm happy that we're getting these. And then the wrist swivel and hinge horizontally, not vertically. Why that is, you may ask? No idea. All right. Well, Hasbro fans, you Marvel Legends bros love to say that McFarlane sucks. Let's see. I wish I had a McFarlane female figure here. Let's try her arc back. Ooh, that's nice. I mean, she definitely looks like she broke her back, which is kind of ironic for her. But, I mean, it moves. Whatever. Fine. Pivot side to side. All right. It's not great. It's decent. Get a rotation here. But everybody always says McFarlane don't crunch forward. And they don't. But let's check this. Oh. Why we didn't put a hinge here or another ball peg down here, make the pelvis soft like they did with, or like Jada did with Lucy, who has an even smaller waist. Why they didn't do that? Couldn't tell you. Hips go out that far, they'll go down, they'll rotate, or they'll go forward. Thigh swivel, double jointed knees, would not want to get kneed with that. Then the ankles go down and up and pivot. She just feels soft, like soft too. So it's not outright atrocious, don't get me wrong. It's just frustrating, especially getting off of those Jada figures. It's like, come on, Hasbro, step your game up. I'll also take a minute to show off what they come with, because Husk comes with the body of Nemesis, and Marrow comes with the left arm. I mean, I think this will be a cool Build-A-Figure. It's not something that I want, so this will be going on my Mercari if anybody's interested. The skull looks nice. I like the paint on there. The fire looks cool. It's a cool looking character. It's just not something that I want. He also actually does come with an interchangeable hand too. 3 fingers. That's pretty cool. But yeah, this will be on my Mercari if anyone's interested. Here they are next to the NECA Toys King Kong, along with the Jazzwares Fortnite Series 6-inch Peely. Here they are next to the McFarlane Toys Dark Knight Returns Batman, along with the Hasbro Marvel Legends X-Men Series Darwin. And finally, here they are next to the Hasbro Marvel Legends What If Series Zombie Captain America. So, some of you might be wondering, yo, Ant, what are your final thoughts on these figures? And I gotta say, they are disappointing. I mean, not even, you know what? Disappointing implies that I had good expectations going into this. I did not. I had very average, tame expectations going into it. And that's what they are. They're average and tame. And honestly, can I really hold them accountable for being that? Like, can I be surprised is what I'm saying here. And I guess the answer is no. No, I can't. Because I couldn't get my hopes up too high. And I didn't. And this is exactly what I expected. This is the typical Hasbro nonsense, with the excuses piling in from all the Hasbros as to why these figures can't be better, and I expected that, but honestly, they're not outright terrible. Maybe it comes off like I'm saying it like that, and, to an extent I am, but they're just average. And when you play with things like Jada or NECA, it's like you just want them to be better. That's all it comes down to. So at a price point of $25.99 each, which is just crazy to me, I can't go more than a 6 out of 10. A little better than average. They're fine for each one of them. So with that being said, I believe that's all I got for today. If you have not already, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Letterboxd. I post a lot on all those apps, and I have a great time, so I'm sure you will too. But as always, let me know. You got them? See you guys next one. Peace. What goes on, guys? I wanted to hop on here again and thank you all for watching, and to let you know that if the following apps interest you, feel free to follow me on them, as I put the links in the description for you guys. I really appreciate everything you all do for me, so DM me with any questions or thoughts. I'd love to sit and talk with you all. Again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.